Hey everyone, Ponyboy here, back with Dro-Philathon. And initially I was going to skip the trip out to the super secret location we're heading, but then I ran into this. It's a shipwreck. And a shipwreck normally, not a big deal, but within the context of the commentary that we're doing on the Elder Scrolls world, it is kind of a big deal. And this is why. Shipwrecks were kind of a rarity as far as, Skyrim and Oblivion goes. They weren't that common. But in Morrowind, they were a dime a dozen. They had all sorts of different names, like this one is called Abandoned Shipwreck. And some of them were really obvious, they were really out in the open, others were kind of hidden. And a lot of them didn't even have much loot. But the important thing is that they were there. They were kind of like one of the filler sort of objects, I guess you could say. They helped flesh out the world, made it feel alive. Kind of made Morrowind feel more like a mysterious place. And they weren't really repeated elsewhere in Skyrim and Oblivion. Now, you might say that part of this is because Skyrim and Oblivion didn't have as many waterways, which is probably pretty fair. But I think it also has to do with kind of how those games handle meaningless encounters. Also, as an aside right now, this shipwreck actually ties into the Fighters Guild quest. One of the Fighters Guild quests where you have to deal with a woman whose rats are eating her pillows, I believe, in the attic. Apparently she was shipping in a whole bunch of other pillows and they never came, and this is why, because they were in this shipwreck. But anyway, Skyrim and Oblivion really didn't have as many meaningless things hidden around the world. And by that I mean a lot more things were tied to quests or, plot lines, that kind of thing, than in Morrowind. In Morrowind, a lot of things were just there for the sake of being there. But in Skyrim, it kind of felt like every other, Draugr cave was tied to a quest in some way. And as the reason this ship ran aground, it looks like the captain was quite a drunkard with all these bottles of liquor. This is the invoice. Joran Thelis of Balmora. That's the woman who wants you to kill the rats in her attic for the first Fighters Guild quest in Balmora. She was apparently awaiting a ton of pillows. But that's that, and the combat music is playing for some reason. Oh, there's a cliff racer stuck right here. That makes sense. Come on. There we go. I also found Voss. Can't remember what Voss is. Oh, okay. It's apparently filled with bone walkers. It's been a very long time since I've been in Voss. In fact, I kind of forgot it existed. Which, by the way, I know in a lot of the videos I've been recording, this playthrough is kind of predicated upon this idea that I'm really well versed in the story of Morrowind, but for like half the videos I've been like, oh yeah, actually the thing I'm looking for is over here, or I'm wrong about something, and don't let that detract from what I'm trying to do. The reason that happens is because I've played Morrowind for a very long amount of time, and obviously, like any human being, I've taken breaks in between my playthroughs. So for, when I take really long breaks, I kind of forget some of the details, but I remember them vaguely, which is why I can kind of, you know, be talking about something and be like, oh, I think it's this, and it ends up being similar, but, you know, not the exact thing. So don't be too harsh on me. Skeleton Warrior and Boner Walker. Apologies, I had to take a break in recording for a little bit, but I am back. And exploring whatever the heck Voss is, since I still don't remember. No more Greater Bone Walkers. I am not dealing with them. Summon a scamp to deal with these biznotches. Okay, so we're in some kind of temple thingy, apparently. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Shit. I have no idea how powerful these guys are. So... ah, push over. This woman doesn't appear to be attacking me, so... maybe she's friendly. I'm Darrell Ysil. Oh, you're in House Telvanni. That's nice. I'm glad your friend attacked me. Gothrin. Why do you ask? I fully support his work to root out foreign influences. Ugh. I think that's us. I think we're foreign influences. How about you? You the same? Also in House Telvanni.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
Sorry your crazy friend attacked us. Let's see what's in the tower. Ooh. Uh-oh. Shoot. I don't think we're particularly equipped to deal with Grimoires. Do some restore fatigue. Restore fatigue and backtrack. Oh, I did summon a scamp. Oh, that's the old one. Shoot. Come on. It's not a Dremora counter without a bubbly spherical shield. Okay, this guy apparently isn't even that powerful, so just wipe him out. Daedrus Heart. Valuable, and we're keeping it. What do you have? Dead body. Where's the other Dremora? Uh-oh. Non-stop baddies up in here. Oh, there you are. Dwemer short sword, not really worth it. Well, Voss is clearly some sort of Telvanni tower, which isn't surprising given its geographical location. Maybe some sort of necromancer hideout. But let's see if there's anything up here. I believe Voss is one of those strongholds in Morrowind, which were, as I mentioned a long time ago in this playthrough, kind of really scattered / rare buildings out in the middle of the wilderness that have faction members in them. They kind of do their own thing. Almost always associated with House Hlaalu, Telvanni, or Redoran. Again, not very common, but they were neat places to stumble upon. Uh-oh. Okay, this is the proper response to this. Shit, that's not the proper response. Maybe I shouldn't have wasted all my magicka on that. Not about to get screwed by oh shit. Okay, that's taken care of. Now Mr. Angry Pants. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Darius Adram. Sleep in your bed. These crates. These crates are well known to any Morrowind player. They're crates of random crap. All one quantity of silver stuff, even darts and throwing stars, which doesn't make sense for one quantity, but whatever. Corpse preparation, yes. These are necromancers up here. Oh, this is a very valuable and rare book. You need Vampires of Vvardenfell Part 2 to cure yourself of vampirism. Which is itself a long and arduous process. So we're gonna head back out and head our way over to the secret location we're still going to. It's taking a little longer than I thought it would, but no big deal, since we've got to flesh out a few of Morrowind's unique locations. Now, unfortunately, everything that we've done in this playthrough so far, every dungeon we visited, apologies folks, had to interrupt recording again for a second. Anyway, like I was saying, every dungeon we've visited so far, unfortunately, that's it. We can't go back and defeat new enemies in the dungeons. Enemies don't respawn in Morrowind except for certain random leveled monsters out in the wilderness like cliff racers, mud crabs, etc. Baddies inside dungeons don't respawn, which means that there is a point after playing Morrowind long enough in which you will run out of new places to explore because all the enemies, the human enemies, will be gone for the most part. Which is obviously way different than Oblivion and Skyrim systems, which feature respawning dungeons. You would think this would be a bigger problem than it actually is. As it turns out, there are so many places in Morrowind with, you know, between the expansions and the vastness of the world that you would think eventually you might accidentally start revisiting dungeons and realize, oh, everyone here is already dead. But it actually doesn't happen as often as you would expect it to, which I think is a pretty big testament to exactly, you know, how thorough Morrowind is. But it still kind of limits the game in a way. And yes, we did just levitate over that body of water because actually attacking the slaughterfish would be annoying as hell. Anyway, I believe this is our first Daedric ruin. Oh my god. And pretty much everyone in Daedric ruins is hostile, as evidenced by this red guard who just ran up and attacked us. However, he doesn't really seem to be too bad of a threat.
I'm going to enjoy this.
Unless I'm about to eat those words. Oh my. Yes, I barely got out of there. That's what I get for blindly charging into a Daedric ruin without saving first. Okay, now that I've saved, now I'm gonna blindly charge back into the Daedric ruin and finish this guy off.
To enjoy this.
Shit, his block skill must be like 4,000. There we go. Jeth Laney. Your name sucks, and so do you. Okay, so that is the indication of what's awaiting us in here. I'm just gonna go outside and wait until we get our magic back. But of course there are enemies near. Oh, there we go. Oh shit! Didn't it just say we should rest and meditate? It did, except our rest keeps getting interrupted, which means we can't. Not this guy again, are you kidding me? Can't get any rest out here in the blind wilderness. Why is the blind wilderness so threatening? Okay. Again? Come on. I guess I should just rest for 1 hour and let it be that. Okay, 1 hour. There we go. Finally, level 8. The secret does seem to be hard work, yes, apparently. But it's also kind of a blind passion inspiration. And so we're going to put some points into intelligence, which we always need to do to increase our magicka. Endurance, and I say agility. Yeah, let's go with that. Okay, now we're going to head back into the Daedric ruin. Anyway, like I was saying, if that dude we killed earlier is any indication of what's in this Daedric ruin, we might be screwed. Hello, you are in combat. Oh, it's good to know that our spear skill / strength is good enough that we're making people fall over. Now, when people stumble in this game, obviously there's no real physics engine, so they don't ragdoll down to the ground. But they do fall, and they're incapable of attacking. And when they're on the ground, your attacks actually do a lot more damage than usual, which is a nice little bonus. When you get to endgame and you really level up your strength and your weapon skills, people tend to fall to the ground a lot. So you kind of end up doing a catastrophic amount of damage. It's pretty OP. We need to get better at being able to summon the Atronach. So, Scamp, that will be the
You will die
introduction
stabbed.
to training our conjuration. This woman means business. With her shard mace or whatever the hell you want to call it. Hiring. Shard mace. Oh, I'm awesome. Okay, since we don't have any more health spells, I'm gonna go outside to rest again. And as we've previously seen, I'm sure that's going to be a total train wreck. Oh my god, not everything at once attacked us. Now the shrine could potentially have a lot of fat loot, but it also could potentially not. It could have just some gems and assorted crap in it, but we're obviously taking that gamble. Yeah, that didn't work out. Alright, dude with a warhammer. Oh!
Fool.
This guy is not to be messed with. Yeah, I'm gonna use this scroll because he's clearly tough. Oh shit! Okay, I think I can get these guys if I'm sneaky enough. Oh, that didn't work. Shit. Okay, I'm gonna hit him with the Frostburst spell initially. Oh, he resisted. Oh, he's a Nor. That's why he resisted. Oh my god. This is not working out too well. I think it's time to call in the big guns. Aw, yeah. Yes. We load saves until we're successful. That's how we do things. Holy crap. That didn't help at all. What about you? Uh-oh. That worked. Holy shit. Yes, we here at Metamorrowind are not averse to cheap ploys where we load until we get the dice rolls right. I'm just kidding. We didn't really have a choice. We kept getting ganked. Oh, it's a shrine to Sheogorath. Maybe we can turn in our quest here. I'm just kidding. That's not actually an option. Although I kind of wish it was. Yeah, that's right. I have two guys helping me out. What are you gonna do, you elf? You elf with minimal voice acting. That's right, Rithronir. I'm not actually going to pick any of these up because one of them could be cursed. And what that means is if I pick it up, guess what appears? A Dremora or a Dremora Lord behind me. And they will fuck me up. And I don't really want to chance that right now. So to the surface we go. Now, by the way, Daedric ruins are unique in the Elder Scrolls to Morrowind. They don't appear in Oblivion or Skyrim, which is pretty interesting. Well, they appear in Skyrim and Oblivion, you know, Daedric shrines, air quotes. They're places where you go to commune with the Daedric lords, but they're not the spiky, crazy looking buildings that they are in Morrowind. So it's a little different. But with that, I think I'm going to call the episode tonight. I apologize that the last couple weeks have been absent for Meta Morrowind. I was busy with a few things, so I haven't gotten around to it. But hopefully with this episode and continuing, we'll get back on the weekly grind. So thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next week. It's one of the nice things about Morrowind is levitation. Not in Oblivion or Skyrim, so in Oblivion or Skyrim, if you encounter a mountain you can't climb, you have to awkwardly bash the jump button until you somehow make your way up. But in Morrowind, oh no.